back. Today we are tasting German Riesling. So I'm going to explain what this wine tastes like, and I'll give you some great tips for pairing German Riesling in food. This is the Selbach Riesling Auslese Bernkasteler Kurfurstlay 2015. It comes from the Mosel region within Germany. Now Germany is one of the world's coldest regions as far as growing wine. It's above the 50th parallel latitude, and yet they continue to produce outstanding Rieslings year after year. The Germans have a wine classification system which falls under the EU's PDO wine classification system. And the two most important wine classifications that you should know about in Germany are the Produktglanzwein and the Qualitätswein. The Produktglanzwein is considered the highest quality, and the Qualitätswein is a step below. Within the Produktglanzwein, there are 5 sweetness levels. Now it's important to note that Germany bases their wine classifications on the ripeness of the grapes. In the Produktglanzwein wine classification, there are 5 levels of sweetness. These include Cabernet, Spätlese, Auslese, Auslese, and Trockenbeerenauslese, also known as TBA. All of these, whether it's Produktglanzwein or Qualitätswein, need to come from specific approved wine regions within Germany called the Anbaugebiet. Within the Anbaugebiet, there are 13 approved growing regions, and within those growing regions, they would have to use the approved grape varieties as well. So let's get into this wine. This wine was produced by Johannes Selbach, and this comes from the Mosel region, which is a valley along the Mosel River within Germany. Now, as I assess the wine and I look at the color, I really see a straw color. It's pretty light in color. Maybe there's a glint of yellow. Next, I'm going to assess the aroma. Some Rieslings are very aromatic. This one isn't as aromatic as I'd like it to be. However, some of the aromas that I'm getting are minerality, petrol, which is that really unique aroma that you get in German wines, and you're not really able to understand it until you smell it for yourself. White flowers, and it's very clean, and I can tell it smells very refreshing. So next I'm going to taste the wine. Wow, so on the palate I get a lot of flavor. This is an Auslese, which means that it is 3 steps into the sweetness level as far as the grape ripeness goes, and man, I can definitely taste that on the palate. So starting from the top of the Quartermaster Sommelier sheet, as far as citrus goes, there is lemon in this wine, there's a little bit of lime, there's very bright acidity and bright citrus. There is some apple. I would call it a golden delicious apple because to me it tastes very ripe. It tastes very delicious. And also there's stone fruit, so there's a lot of peach and even nectarine on the palate. One might even say mango. It's very ripe and it's very full flavored. And there is some floral in this as well. I get a lot of white flowers on the flavor. I would say that the flavor is ripe and the nose was a little bit more tart. As far as the structure goes, there is very high acid with low alcohol, and it's definitely a sweet wine. So this is the Selbach Riesling Auslese. Now as far as the food pairing with this, because it's sweet, that gives me a lot of options as far as pairing food and wine, and because it has high acid, it's a very food-friendly wine. So those are 2 attributes that can be very helpful when pairing wine with food. Since it's sweet, I would definitely recommend spicy food, anything that has a little kick to it. Thai cuisine would be excellent with this. A spicy pasta would be great. Even if you did like a tandoori style fish, that would be delicious with this. Because of the high acid, you could pair it with something quite fatty and it would be able to stand up to that. The acid would cut through the fat of the food. So you could definitely pair it with a cheese, even like quite a big cheese, like a blue cheese or a Gruyere or something, something that has quite a bit of flavor. And you could definitely pair it with something a little bit more simple like fish. Because of the sweet flavor, it could hold up to fish with some flavor. So maybe if you grilled the fish or smoked the fish, it would be really nice with that because the sweetness would complement that. So this is the Selbach Riesling Auslese Bernkasteler Kurfurstlay 2015 from the Mosel region within France. Cheers!